Yeah, yeah, okay, 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 okay.
Thought I did that chopper like I see you point.
Look, me versus you and you know what they picking. Cheap and expensive, you know the difference. You know that it's tan, you know what it's giving. Hair, nails, bare. I can survive in the coldest conditions. Hoes very low, they told me they spin. Bitches is washed, soap in the dishes. I apply pressure like ball constrictors. One bitch, two bitch, old bitch, new bitch, now yeah, bitches now.
All right, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Today is January the 2nd. It is Friday, January 2nd. Y'all, I think it's like 9 a.m., maybe 9:05 on the dot. I'm getting ready, y'all, to get on this call. It's actually a video meeting to present my brand and my lookbook to a fashion. He's like a fashion editor. I don't want to call him an editor because I'm not sure of that title, but he does do a lot of decision making about whose brand goes to places like New York Fashion Week, things like that. So I'm getting that ready for Slimly so that I can be able to present Slimly to him, as well as slide in Slimly's sister brand. Now, I don't have any pieces as of yet from Slimly's sister brand, because that particular brand is something that's more so directed towards like resort wear and vacation wear, and just, you know, like the women who are of a more luxury, like that like to go out to dinner. So there's a lot of silk pieces in that. There's a lot of dresses. There are animal prints, like the dress I have on right now. Like there are animal prints involved in that. There are handbags involved in that. There are travel tote bags involved in that. So I don't have those pieces because I haven't been able to get anything made to have any samples and all that stuff. But because I've been working with my vendors for so many years, I trust them and I know that they'll deliver the quality, so I don't really have to get samples and all that stuff because I've worked with them before. I've gotten handbags made by them before. I've gotten tote bags, travel bags made by them before, so I know what materials to pick and what materials not to pick. And I've also gotten clothing made by them before. So some of the vendors that I have that are going to be making like my shapewear, my airport lounge wear, yoga wear, all that stuff, they are the same manufacturers that make things for Lululemon. They make things for Gymshark. They make things for Honor Active. Like they make their clothing as well. So I'm not worried about quality and all that stuff to where I have to have that. But what I will be presenting to them today and actually showing them what I have on hand is my shapewear pieces. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I will bring you guys along for that. I'm a little bit nervous, but not too nervous to present to them, because it's almost like I'm basically still talking to myself on the camera. I'm just like, there's just another person in front of me, and all they're doing is wanting to see that I do have a wholesale. And this is where this stuff comes into play, where I was talking about having like the UPC code list, a wholesale list made and things like that, wholesale price list, and like the lookbook itself, where you can show them examples of things that you are going to get made, and then they want to know how long it will take to get this stuff made. So if I'm to put together a collection of like 20 pieces, 20 different items, they want to know how long will it take to get these 20 different items made. So I have to have a realistic time frame, what sizes will be included, you know, and things like that. So if it goes from the runway and there are interested buyers that want to get that into a department store that they're buying for or something like that, I need to be able to have those pieces realistically made and be able to be shipped to them when they be like, okay, we want 500 pieces of this. So and then I also need to be able to establish, which will come later on, this is not all in this meeting right here, but it will all come later on, about who's going to pay for what. Because honey, a lot of the times they be wanting to do net 30s and net 60s, which means, if y'all don't know what net 30 and net 60 means, it just means that you basically fronting them the product. So you're responsible, you, me, the person who's selling it is responsible for getting everything for them, and it could be thousands of dollars, and then they pay you later on 30 days later with the net 30, 60 days later with the net 60, you know, and so on and so forth. But honey, I'm looking for COD. I'm looking for cash on delivery. So, or I'm looking by, you know, I'm looking to do that you pay upon delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you can give me half the money to go ahead and start production, and then the other half when everything is getting ready to be delivered. Because, like, sometimes, you know, they'll play you if they're not a big store that has a reputation to uphold or any of that stuff. So right now, y'all, I'm just washing my face real quick. I'm using my sponges today. They start off dry like this. Like, they start off dry and flat, and then you wet them, and then they get smushy like this. This isn't the best thing to use, but I needed a little bit of abrasion on my skin today, especially like around my nose right here. So I needed a little bit of abrasion on my skin today, so that's why I'm using it. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. And then I'm about to run in here real quick in this office and print out a couple more photos of the things from excuse me, my Slimly sister company, the resort wear, because I feel like they'll be more so interested in seeing that collection, because that's more so aiming towards the upcoming spring and summer months, because those are things that are going to be like more attractive for this upcoming spring and summer and all that stuff, because that's what that type of wear is. Because there's also some swimsuits included in that line as well, and a lot of really cute prints, like a lot of prints with fruits and flowers and things like that, things that just look good, you know. So I'm getting ready to do that, and when the meeting starts, the meeting's not until noon my time, Central Time, and it is at 1 p.m. Eastern Time if you are on the East Coast. So I'm getting ready to do that, and then I will like show y'all like what the meeting consists of. Pop in and out. I'm just gonna set the camera up, and I need to actually go in here and try to find a good angle to record at. So I'm gonna go in there and do that. But I did just want to pop in and say good morning to y'all. And I currently have on one of my dresses. This right here is an all zebra because it matches the hair. Y'all seen this dress a million times before, because I actually had this at my other house. And then I am wearing some of my shapewear. I'm wearing the bralette up underneath, my daily shaper bralette. I'm wearing that up underneath. And then I'm wearing the faux BBLs because I wanted my, girl, I'll show the chemicals. I wanted my shape to be a little bit like, you know, just give me a little body in the dress. So I put on my faux BBLs today, because this is like a mini whatever skirt. So I did want to have a little bit of a shape. This is what I like to wear up under dresses, just like when I put on like red dress or whatever, red dress, to kind of take those photos and model those photos for the handbag and all that stuff. Put on a shapewear, honey, and it will suck in everything. But this is the faux BBL, and I need a little bit of booty. So that's why I have that on. But let me go in here real quick, y'all, and start getting this room set up so that I can be able to present myself and make it look like I have more space in there than I do. And I actually need to take the shapewear pieces out of the bag and hang those up so that those are going to be out and visible whenever you know. And then I need to put on just a little bit of makeup, do my brows and darken my brows and put on a little bit of makeup. So let me hurry up and go, and I'll see y'all at the meeting. And y'all, because this is cold. I'm gonna have to put this back in here, honey, to hold this. Because I'm feeling a little bit like my eyes have a little bit of too much puffiness, and honey, the wrinkles in the forehead is wrinkling. I'm just gonna do just a little cucumber on my skin this morning, just to kind of combat that, get rid of some of this puffiness up under my eyes. Let me lift y'all up while I'm doing all that, honey. I don't even have to do that. Just lift the camera up. Like, what am I doing? Okay. But no, I'm just gonna kind of hit this cucumber all over, put this cucumber all over, just for a little extra, like a little extra glow before I put this makeup on, because I don't really like to put on makeup all the time. Like, I'm to the point where I really don't like to put makeup on anymore, but there are certain things that I do need to, you know, conceal and cover, because my skin is not perfect. So there are things that need to be concealed and covered. There are little insecurities that I have. Later on down the line, honey, I will be getting a little Botox up here in this forehead area. I will be getting that. Yes, I will. And I will be trying to figure out if I can't, eventually I need to get my teeth fixed. Like, I need to get them fixed. It's becoming a medical thing because they're protruding out too much. So these little smile lines right here around my mouth, I really don't like those because of the teeth or whatever. So that's something that I do want to get taken care of. Also, I don't really have any issues of wrinkling and all that stuff around my eyes. It's just more so like forehead here and right here in my mouth, which is the areas that I really don't like. I know if I get out of my phone and get some sleep at night and stop popping up and waking up in the middle of the night, I know that I won't have really too many issues with my dark circles and stuff up under my eyes. So that's not really something that I'm concerned about, to be honest with. It's just more so these spots here that I mentioned, and those are my problem areas. But I'm just putting some of this cucumber on my skin because it's cold and it feels good. And I need to stop wasting time because it's already getting on 9:30. So I'm getting down to like 2 hours. And I need to throw on a little bit of makeup. So, and I don't rinse that off. I don't rinse it off. I just kind of like pat it in. Let me grab my makeup box, y'all. I literally need to do my makeup. Like, I'm not gonna do a whole full beat and all that stuff, but I am gonna do a little fronting. I'm gonna do a little fronting with the jewelry. So we're gonna put on this. This is an old piece. My husband had got this for me a long time ago, and I just never wear it because just simply because I don't want to put that impression out there and people start trying to rob and shit. Like, you know, I don't want to deal with that. But we're gonna put it on today because we inside the house, so we're gonna wear it today. I've got my nose a little cold, but we're gonna put this on today. And then also the chains and links kind of get linked up, but this is what I'm gonna put on today with this little herringbone, I think that's what it's called. So we're gonna put that on today because I never wear it, just so that we look super fashionable. So I'm gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna put on my nicer wedding ring today. I normally don't wear this either because I've been robbed before, y'all. I've been robbed before at gunpoint when I lived in Florida, and and like they made me take all my shit off, like just give them my whole purse, all types of stuff. It was some young dudes, but yeah, I've been robbed before, so I don't be with that flashy this and that if I don't have to. Like, if it's not a special occasion where I'm going somewhere to eat or something like that, like a special occasion going out with my husband or something like that, there's no need for me to be walking around every day with a expensive fucking necklace on or rings and all that stuff. There's no reason for me to do that, so I keep it where it's at. But yeah, anyways, let me see what I'm going to put on my face. Okay, I'm probably just gonna do some, to be honest, y'all, I'm probably just gonna do some Lancome and some of this BP Lux Lock and Conceal powder. Oh, excuse me. I'm always sneezing on camera or wiping my nose on camera or something to do with something like that. And I'm thinking, should I put some concealer on? Like, should I do some concealer? Because I never do concealer. And concealer is a lifesaver. So, I may just do a tad bit of concealer. Just a little bit. The darker one. So, I'm just gonna put just a little bit because my dark circles are a bit dark today. And so I want to just be able to cover that up. And then just a little bit of this light one right next to it to give me my skin tone match, because I don't need a lot of that. And then normally I'll take a wet beauty blender, but today I'm going to take a dry beauty blender and just stipple this in. Just take a dry one and just fade it in, because I don't need. Hold on, y'all.
I fly pressure like ball constrictors. One bitch, two bitch, old bitch, new bitch. None of y'all bitches not gon' do shit. I'm in Miami, I pull up on cruise ship. You in Miami for to room shit. When I step a stampede, put on neck, can't breathe. Lucky charm, Van Cleef, diamonds on, I stand my eyes. Linking up, I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that hoe enough is enough. They was just in my DMs, ain't no trust in these sluts. I'm about to call up diamond, bitch. No, if you I'm linking up, I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that hoe enough is enough. They was just in my DMs, ain't no trust in these sluts.
Okay, y'all, so I'm about 10 minutes out from my meeting. I'm actually setting them up right now. I'm setting everything up right now for this call. Yeah, I have everything set up basically for this call, and I'm still printing stuff out, y'all. I'm asking to join, but I guess I'm waiting for someone to let me in right now. I hope I have everything set, but anyways, I'm waiting for somebody to let me in, so I'm waiting to join. In the meantime, I'm just going to be putting like my photos inside of these papers. I'm inside of these little sliders while I'm waiting. So, because I don't know who's supposed to be letting me in. So I'm just putting all my photos inside this paper. Let me back y'all up some so y'all can see, at least see my face. But I got 7 minutes, so I'm trying to hurry up and do all this stuff quickly because I have a couple minutes before it's time for them to beat me in. And then just so y'all know, a lot of these segments will be muted. Like, a lot of these things will probably be muted. It will probably be some voiceovers and stuff like that, because this meeting is only for 30 minutes, so it's not like it's a long, what did it say? Yeah, I had to check that real quick, but it's not like it's a long meeting. It's only 30 minutes. So I'm waiting for someone to let me in, but in the meantime, I'm getting all of the photos and things like that ready. I have a couple more over there that I need to get ready, and I have some that I need to pull out from Slimly. So I do need to pull those out. Yeah, I do need to pull a couple of these out. Dresses. So I need to pull out these photos here. And then I need to pull out Well, that's, I don't know if I need to show that, but I definitely need to pull out this one here, and these are not, these photos here, I will not be showing them some of my panty collections because I have not seen these panty collections on other people, like with other people, so I won't be showing them a lot of my panty collections, but I will be showing them my bodysuits that I have. So I'm going to be pulling those out to show the bodysuit collection, and also pulling this out to show like my, basically my photo shoot collection. We have fabrics, fabrics and things like that, materials that I'll be focusing on using, some loungewear sets. So I will be showing these. So these are the ones I'm going to focus on, my materials, the loungewear, these particular photos here. So I'm just going to try to quickly organize these into some pages to show. These will be last. Like all this stuff will be last here. And then I also have my other collection that you guys have not seen yet. It's 3 minutes until, and no one has shown up. Everything is just still freaking. Yeah, I also have handbags too. So I'll be showing them handbags. Let me see if I can get someone to join me real quick. Hold on, y'all. Oh, y'all. Hopefully y'all are at a good angle, because this is really as good as it is gonna get. If y'all hear stuff in the back, stuff is printing. But it's literally 12 o'clock. Let me see if I can get someone to join me. Let's see. We're about to begin, y'all. Wish me luck. Hi, how are you? Is this Nick? Hello, can you hear me?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. How are
I can
you?
hear you. How's it going?
Great. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely. Of course. I apologize. My camera is being weird today. Do you mind if we just do this more of like a phone call style rather than anything too crazy?
Yeah, that's fine. That'll be fine.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I apologize about that. I'm not totally sure what's going on. But anyway.
Okay, y'all, so this was like the part that I said was going to be muted. We were just basically discussing the collection. He said something was going on with his phone. I was on the phone with Nick, so we didn't do like a actual visual for this particular conversation. I was just going over the designs. He was asking me a lot of questions about like how many pieces would I want to have on the runway,
like basically like which fashion show am I interested in doing, because they had 4 different ones. They had Paris, they had Los Angeles, they had Miami, and they had Dallas. Now when I chose Dallas, he did say that Dallas was no longer available, so I had to go with the Miami one. But after this phone call, I had to submit over a couple of pieces that I was going to have on the actual runway. So because at first I chose 15 pieces, but then I changed it to, I believe, 10 pieces because it was super expensive. They charged $300 per piece that you put on there to have you on the runway. So I did go down to about 10 pieces, and then I went down again to about 8 pieces. So I had to submit all of the pieces that I was considering having up there, and it did have to have a combination of swimsuits. It had to have a combination of like resort wear, like flowy things, 2-piece sets, things like that. A dress had to be included, and then as well as a like a more going out, like an actual business type of thing that people do if they're at a meeting or resorts or whatever. So I did include some of that to show him, just to give him an idea. And then I also showed him some of the shapewear pieces, like the bralettes and the shaper suits that I had in the background. I showed him those as well. But this meeting lasted for probably about 17 or 18 minutes at the most. And then everything else that I had to do was basically like me sending over the PDFs and all of the other things. Now, I'm not really sure if I am going to attend Miami Swim Week realistically, because it's in Miami and I only have until May to get things done. I know that seems like a far time away, but in actuality, when you are waiting on factories, you have to get the designs over. We have to go over things. We have to get samples did. So they have to send me certain pieces like this doesn't fit. I need to go back and forth. So it's not going to be realistic for me to actually be getting into swim week this particular time. But there are other competitions, and I later emailed Nick after this conversation and let him know realistically where I was at as a new designer coming in, and I thanked him for the opportunity and everything like that. But you guys will see my collection coming up soon. But moving forward, I am going to reach out to the buyers directly because I was able to get some valuable information from him, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Just more so like, okay, with the where I come in at with my line basically. So what all would I need to do? So would I need to just go ahead and just start building the collection basically and making sure that everything's ready, and then basically getting myself there to Miami whenever everything is ready to start? Is that my role? Well, I have one. I'm just going because I have so many. I tell you, I have so many designs. But I just want to focus more so on like the more luxury type of feel, because like my whole sister brand, my brand is called Maliie, but my whole sister brand from my shapewear is just focused on like the travel, like because I do notice that a lot of people like to do travel and things like that, but it gives them more of a luxury feel in the clothing line without the price tag, which I know I would one day love to get into a Nordstrom's, a Neiman Marcus. I would love that, but I would also like to make sure that the brand is focused on them making money off of it as well as the consumer being able to afford it. So I do have a lot of, because without affordability they're not buying. A lot of people are holding their pockets in today's economy. But I do want to get probably about maybe 10 to 15 looks if I can do that. So I don't know how many models I would need for that, for like 10 to 15. Okay, May 29th to 31st. Okay, that's actually very feasible. So yeah, I can do that. So will I get like an email with everything in it to? Okay, yeah. So I can definitely do that. Yes. Okay. No, not really, because I'm just like, do I need to, once I get my collection built, do I need to start sending over like a lookbook, photos, like any of that stuff? Okay. Okay, sounds good. Okay, well that's really it, because I just wanted to make sure, because I do have everything put together, and then when I do come, am I needing to bring any type of paperwork with me, like to present to any buyers, such as like wholesale lists or any of that stuff? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll just do 15 to just, yeah, 15. 15. Okay. Okay. All right, sounds good. Well, thank you so much. It was nice meeting you also. No, it's fine. Okay, no problem. See you then. All right, you too. Bye. Okay, you guys. So that meeting only lasted a couple minutes. I actually didn't need to present anything right now, but it's okay because I have everything. I had everything ready, and then it also gives me a chance to, like, you know, get all of the stuff printed out that wasn't able to print, but it's fine. Y'all, I have some fire things in my collection, y'all. I'm just gonna show y'all a little sneaky peeky of like my glasses, you know, things like this. This is like up close right here of the shade. So I have a lot of nice things in my collection, and I have a lot of really beautiful handbags as well. I'm gonna show y'all my Maliie handbag. This is one here. Like, y'all, stop playing around with it. But yeah, I'm just basically going to get the collection together, because I have like handbags, shades, all that good stuff. And then let me put y'all on the other tripod. Okay, so I just put y'all on the other tripod. But yeah, I had everything together, which is good for me. I'm probably gonna have to go and put all my stuff back inside my folder, but I had a lot of things together, and I'll just give y'all like a sneaky peeky of like my Maliie collection. Like this right here, this is a two-piece suit, because more so what I was discussing with him was going to Fashion Week, basically. And the one that he was talking about is in Miami. So they didn't do Dallas anymore, but Miami is the one that I chose. And with Miami, it focuses more so on resort wear, swimwear, things like that, which is great, because that's what my Maliie collection is more so based on: swimwear, like a lot of different flowy clothing, and, you know, like the silks and things like that. So that's what I was really speaking to him about. And I got some pictures coming out. Hold on. This is so annoying, because hold on, y'all. Okay, this is so annoying because I'm running out of ink, and I don't have any more ink at all. Like, but I have so many other pictures that need to come out and be printed, but I am literally running out of ink right now. And this handbag was supposed to be printed on, y'all see this handbag? Like, this handbag is a fucking vibe, and it will be made with real, like, croc leather and all that stuff. Now, it's gonna be super expensive for croc leather, so my handbag like this will probably be running
around maybe $400, something like that. But you're getting real croc leather, honey. So $400. Maybe I might do $395. Okay, $395. Okay, but anyways, y'all, I'm actually really feeling the jewelry. Okay, I'm feeling the jewelry. It's actually giving luxury. But no, I'll briefly go over and share with y'all, my YouTube fam, some of my Maliie stuff, because y'all didn't know about this brand. See, that's why I got y'all, because y'all didn't know about this brand. But this is my Maliie brand. So this is like more so, what I'm about to show y'all right now is a tote. So let me find the other picture, because yeah, these are things that I came up with out of my head, and just put onto paper. So y'all, this is like my luxury travel bag right here for Maliie. Okay, luxury travel bag. And then here goes sis right here. Here's sis giving body at the airport with the bag. Y'all see sis with the who that is? Y'all see sis with the bag at the airport, okay? And then with the crossover that's giving Chanel vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's giving Chanel vibes, and the body is giving body, okay? So this is like my Maliie collection. This is more so of resort, travel, all of that good stuff. And then we have the yellow suit. If y'all seen Sophia Richie, this was like kind of inspired by Sophia Richie, where she had on like that yellow suit, but it was given more so like a luxe vibe with that yellow. Hers is more of a mustard. This one is more of an actual yellow. And then we are giving snake skin vibes. Y'all see that, honey? Snake skin vibe with the Maliie handbag. The dress, we have dresses on hand. We have, I just showed y'all this, the suits on hand with the more so bigger handbag. And all of these are like croc prints. This one, I'm running out of ink, but this is like a chocolate brown. So I'm running out of ink, but it's a chocolate brown. And then we have the white right here. And these, the emblems that are on here, like the M, is actually supposed to be like a ruby material, almost like an actual ruby stone, like a stone material. That's what that is. So we have that handbag. This one is that handbag as well. It's just a smaller version of it. And then we have our yellow handbag with the handle. And then we also have the clutch with no handle. And then we have our burgundy quilted one right here. And then we go into our sunglass collection, which is the one I just showed you, the round ones here. I just showed you guys this one. And then we have this one right here with like the tortoise shade. And then we have our mint green one. Now these look similar, but they're different styles, and I'll show y'all what I mean. And I say they look similar, but are different styles. So these are similar in color, but they're different styles. So you have this one, we have this one as well, and then we have this one right here. So they all look similar in color, but they are definitely different styles. As you can see, these two are different, and then this one is also different. And then they have my favorite, my black Lux. When you're in the club, when you out and about, when you just out and you don't want nobody else all up in here, this is what you put on. This is what you put on when you don't want nobody all up in here. So you put this on right here. These are my absolute faves right here. And I would pair this probably with traveling with this, because it has like the matching burgundy reddish vibe on it. And then, like I said, y'all saw the handbags, but that's basically that. And then I also have some more pieces also to go with Maliie, but I'm not gonna show y'all that. That was just like the handbags, sunglasses, you know, travel bag or whatever. And then my travel bag will come in different colors. I'll have that red, I'll have a chocolate brown, I have a black, of course, I'll have a gray,
And then I probably will have, I'm thinking about doing a cream or a beige or something like that. Just try to keep neutral colors because people don't want to travel with bright ass colors and all of that stuff when they're going to certain places, because you don't want to draw too much attention to a bag. And those Maliie travel bags are probably going to run in retail probably about $110, like something like that, because of the material. So yeah, it may be $110, but if it gets inside Nordstrom's and Neiman Marcus, I can't control their prices, honey. Like, I'm just telling y'all what Maliie will charge. Maliie will charge y'all about $110, $125. Neiman Marcus might charge y'all about $250, $275. So I'm just telling y'all. But that's my collection that I have so far, and then I have to just get the rest of the stuff together so that I can be able to present these things when I do get to Miami Swim and Fashion Week and all that good stuff. But y'all, that's basically my meeting that I had today. I had everything ready to present to him. I had all of the shapewear ready right here to present, because this is all the shapewear that I have on hand. This is not everything here. I have some more stuff in the box, but this is like what I put on the hangers. I just did 2 of each color, like 2 of the brown, 2 of the black, 2 of the what is this? 2 of the nude, and then I just showcased like the pink that I had, and then some of the bralettes, and even showcasing like the thong panty. This is in a 4X, 5X. So I just showcased that to try to show some versatility. And then just to kind of like give and then some of these shapewear piece bodysuits too. I just had everything ready for him to present to him, but they weren't wanting to look at that stuff today. They wanted to see like basically if I'm interested in doing this at all, and then I have to be responsible for building my own collection and then presenting it. But I'm gonna do more research, because y'all, I don't just trust what people say just because they reach out to me, because like some stuff could be given super duper scam, and I'm not with that. So I will be doing more research to make sure that everything goes with the truth. But yeah, let me go ahead and finish getting all this stuff together, put my stuff back inside my book. My meeting is over. I'm actually happy about that, and then we'll see where it goes from there. If I'm in, if I get chosen and I can go and do this, then I'll let y'all know and I'll bring y'all with me. But if not, then we'll just keep on trying until we get where we need to be at. But I did get cute today, and I do feel cute, and I feel luxurious. Like, honey, I feel luxurious. And let me do a thumbnail real quick. Let me find the best photos and just do a thumbnail with the photos real quick. Okay. Let me stop. Okay, I'll see y'all a little bit later. Let me go ahead and put all my stuff away. I'll see y'all later. Okay, y'all, so I am finished with my meeting and all that stuff. Basically, I've been done for about an hour or so. And I will give y'all my honest opinion, about that meeting. So I kind of feel iffy about it, and the reason I feel iffy about it is because number one, when it was time for me to like present a lot of like which I'm glad also, because maybe it was God's way of keeping my information private and a lot of things private. But when it was time for me to present like my photos and the collection and all that stuff like that, he kind of was just like, they don't really need to see it right now and things like that. And in the package that I read before the actual interview, it was literally saying to have all of that stuff ready and available, have your lookbook ready, have your wholesale list, sale list available,
have all of that stuff available. So when I say it's making me feel a little bit like like it's a little shady stuff going on, it's because he immediately started going into like the fees and how much it would cost for me to be able to like get my collections and pieces there, and how much to charge me for that. So he's supposed to be sending over like a email. Matter of fact, let me see if he sent the email, but he's supposed to be sending over like an email or whatever with a quote for what we discussed today, and he said within an hour. I don't see that here as of yet, but yeah, he hasn't sent anything over as of yet. But I kind of feel like it's more of a cash grab type of thing for them, because like I'm asking certain questions about like the collection, because like, did you not want to see basically a lookbook of like what I'm going to be presenting? Like, because I told you like my stuff is like a mixture of shapewear. It's a mixture of shapewear. It's a mixture of, you know, I do have a sister company to my shapewear. So I have sunglasses, I have handbags, I have travel bags, I have like dresses, I have bodysuits, I have silk pieces, I have all types of different things. So it's just like, you don't want to see any of that stuff. You just basically are like, come on. Like that meeting lasted like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It was supposed to be 30 minutes, so it's not too bad, but it was maybe like 15, 20 minutes. I'll say, I think we ended the call around 18 minutes or something like that. So almost a 20-minute call, but it was just like, he just kind of got straight to the point of the money. He said that they closed their Dallas location, which would have been closest to me because I am like in Austin, so it would have been like a 2-hour drive. So the only location that he said that was open and available were California, which was LA, New York. He also said Miami, and then he said another location, which was Paris. So of course Paris is out of the question, most definitely. LA, I know it's closest to me, like as far as state wise, but then I just didn't choose that location. And then I chose Miami because Miami, I have family and friends like in Florida. So if I did need to stay with somebody and get driven to Miami, or if I didn't have money for a hotel, I could be able to stay somewhere and just drive myself there. So I chose the Miami location. And then he said that with the Miami location, the only thing that they're accepting is like for like April, May basically. And they're only doing resort wear, swimwear, which is perfect because that's what my sister collection consists of, resort wear. And when I'm speaking about resort wear, I'm talking about like the throwovers that are really super flowy, 2-piece pantsuits, 2-piece short sets, like dresses, you know, whether they're long sleeve, short sleeve, bathing suits, bikinis, things like that, 2 pieces, things like that. And like I said, also handbags, sunglasses, all of that consists of resort wear to me, vacation wear to me. So I was just like, how do you want me to come and present this stuff? And he just was like, oh, we're not really concerned about that. That's completely up to you. You know, I'm not the fashion designer, you are, so that's kind of up to you on how you want to bring that forward, and you know, etc. So yeah, but anyways, you guys, and then I put it in my ear because his video, he said that it wasn't really working. He could see me, but I couldn't see him, which was also strange. So when I was showing him certain things, he could see it, but I couldn't see him. And he was just like, well, we will definitely meet in person in Miami, so don't worry about that, you know, whatever. But he was supposed to send me over like this package, so I'm not sure if he said that was within an hour. So our meeting ended about an hour or so ago, so it's only 1:46 my time. So I'm still waiting for him to send over the information, but I kind of feel like I'm still gonna be on the search, and I'm still gonna be reaching out to buyers on my own terms, being that he did mention Neiman Marcus, he did mention Nordstrom, he did mention those big names. That just gives me confidence to reach out on my own and present my lookbook to them on my own and just see who I can come across, because it's just basically all about who you know and who you get in contact with. So excuse me. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. But I just wanted to like let y'all know how I felt like the meeting went. I feel like it was a little bit on the shady side with him. His name was Nick. I was supposed to be meeting with someone named Michael. As a matter of fact, what did they send me? Because they sent me this one email the last time where they, our director of designer relations personally reserved time today for you. For your Fashion Week evaluation. The first step towards being accepted into Fashion Weeks in New York, Paris, Los Angeles, Dallas, or Miami Swim Week. You received several reminders, and our director even reached out directly when you didn't join the call. Because of the demand for evaluations, these reserved times are highly limited and prioritized for active applicants. We're extending a one-time courtesy opportunity to reschedule your evaluation within the next few days, which I did, which was today. And then it says the Bureau Fashion Week Committee, being accepted to Fashion Week is a privilege, not a purchase. It's not a purchase, but you're asking for money. So I don't get that. And I was supposed to meet with actual Michael Mata. Like, that's who I was supposed to meet with, but I didn't meet with Michael Mata today. I actually met with Nick Armstrong. So yeah, I met with Nick today. So I don't know how to feel about that. I know he was talking about $300 per piece, honey. And so if I'm doing like 10 to 15 pieces, he's doing a quote, so that's $300 times 15 pieces. So 300 times 15, that's $4,500. So I would have to pay $4,500 plus $95. So basically $5,000 to join and get in to the Miami Fashion Week, the Miami Swim Fashion Week. And then plus I have to be able to build my collection, pay my manufacturer to make my items, make my sunglasses, make my handbags, make my swimsuits, make my actual clothing pieces. So I will have to pay for that as well. So it is pretty pricey. So I'm just throwing out some numbers and figures out there for anybody who is looking to do this, to get their brand put out there on a runway in front of investors, in front of department store buyers, in front of just the community of fashion gurus and Instagram influencers, because we were discussing that as well. And to have your pieces actually put on a model, you're probably going to be looking to spend about $8,000 to $10,000 to get this completed and done. Now, realistically, I don't have that. I won't have that unless I hit the lotto in the next upcoming days or weeks or whatever before this happens. And then, yes, honey, I can get up there and make it work. But realistically, I won't have that. And so what I am going to do instead is reach out to the actual buyer, find out who the buyers are for Neiman Marcus, find out who the buyers are for Nordstrom's, find out who the buyer is for whatever other store I want to put my items in, and then just try to make connections with those people, whether I reach out to them through LinkedIn or just through the corporate office. So that's what I'm going to be spending my time doing within the next couple of weeks, just doing that. And then when I am able to get a lump sum of money coming up, because y'all know income tax is coming up and y'all need to spend that income tax wisely. So I'm going to spend mine wisely, and I am going to take a few $100 and invest in my brand, but I'm not going to do like I did with Black Phoenix. I'm going to take a couple $100 and invest in some pieces and things like that, so I can have things on hand and some packaging on hand to present to buyers when I start knocking on these doors. So that's what I'm going to do, and just I will still keep that in mind, but realistically for my situation, I'm just going to do what I just told you guys. So yeah, just wanted to give a little update. I'm about to put my book back in order because it did get scrambled a bit when I was taking things out, trying to see what he may have wanted to see or whatever. So it did get a bit scrambled, so I need to like
put my book back in order and get my mind together, and yeah, and I'll probably see y'all a little bit later or tomorrow. So good mid-afternoon. Ooh, these clothes look good back here in the back. Like, it looks so good the way that I have that. It's just giving boutique. But hey, good afternoon, y'all. I'm back. It's actually like mid-afternoon. I think it's like 4 p.m. I'm about to have me some cilantro water. I had infused some cilantro. Y'all, if y'all didn't know, because I make cilantro water and I make parsley water, and I'll drink that because the cilantro water is really good for like digestive and things like that, where you can drink. It's good for skin. Like it does so many things. Like it helps to extract heavy metals and leads and all that stuff out of your body. Like it helps with flushing out your I think kidneys and livers and all types of stuff. So it's really, really good, especially to drink on an empty stomach. I haven't really had too much to eat today. I had a couple cookies that I was munching on, but I haven't had like solid food. And today, this will be my second time drinking a cup of it, but I'm going to give my husband a cup of it too. But if you have anything like bloating or upset stomach and all that stuff, cilantro water is good for that. And I'm also going to be like incorporating that into smoothies and things like that. So I'll be like making that and posting that on my TikTok, and I'll be also posting it here like on my YouTube channel. Sometimes y'all will see me making smoothies and stuff throughout this upcoming year. But yeah, I'm about to drink some cilantro water. I don't have any more parsley water. I ran out of that, so I'm gonna have to get some more parsley. But when I do make this stuff the next time, I will show y'all what I do. It's really, really simple. And you can also find a bunch of stuff on YouTube where other people are making it. But let me show y'all what the cilantro water is looking like and what I have it stored in. Have it in this. So this, y'all see that color? This is the cilantro water. And it smells like cilantro and it's good. So I'm gonna pour my husband a cup of it and take him that wherever I put the cup. Don't know where I put the cup. Hold on. Sit y'all down.
I'm a rolling stone. I'm too high for you to own. In the wick that's meant to speed. If I hurt you, would you leave? I learned the game from some heavyweights. Catching buses, making change from another place. I still got demons from my younger days. I wish I could shake them, but they follow me. I wish I could take it easy, but these fans watch. That's my mama, I've been hustling since the sandbox. I'm a rolling stone. I'm too high for you to own. In the wick that's meant to speed. If I hurt you, would you leave? I'm sorry.
So, hello you guys. It is almost 6 p.m. I actually just came from Brookshire, and I just finished I went to Brookshire and got some more sweet potatoes, some potatoes, some bananas, and I got some other essentials and stuff for like the house. But I had picked up a purple Japanese potato, and I actually have it roasting in here in the oven. Let me show y'all real quick. I actually have it roasting in here in the oven, if y'all can see right there, the Japanese sweet potato. And I got that because I made last night I made some lentils, like some lentil beans, and I made some white jasmine rice. And I also made like some of the typical sweet potatoes, but I wanted to try the purple sweet potato because they have a lot of benefits to them. They help with like blood pressure. They help with digestion. They help with, they have like vitamins A, vitamins B, vitamin C. They have all types of like different things inside of them. So I wanted to try them, especially for the fiber also, like basically a lot for the fiber. So I wanted to try those and like just incorporate those, because last night, y'all, I literally had, now I used to be like, okay, when it comes to like sweet potatoes and stuff like that, hold on, let me sit down. Okay, so like y'all, literally when it comes to stuff like sweet potatoes and things like that, I was always kind of like iffy on eating that with rice and all that. Like I would see a lot of people who do like meal preps and things like that, where they would do like sweet potato and rice, like brown rice, or some people will do white rice, but most people are doing brown rice and fish or chicken or beef or turkey or whatever. But I was so against them, like oh my god, it will taste so gross like sweet potato. But then last night I tried like the sweet potato with the white rice, the lentils, and I had like a little bit of turkey on the side. And I like y'all, I was gonna do my pescatarian and start that this year, but I need to get to the store and get some fish, and Brookshire is not the place to get fish. Like, it's not the place for seafood and fish. I would need to get some of that like literally cut, or go to like a market or something like that. So I will start that, but at least I'm not eating any beef or chicken. But yeah, anyways, I tried it last night with that, and it was so freaking good. Like, I was so surprised. So I'm gonna have like something similar to the same thing tonight, but this time I think I'm just going to have the purple sweet potato. I'm gonna mix the little bit of regular sweet potato that I had left with the white rice, some lentils, and then I don't know what protein I'm gonna have next to it. I'm gonna dig around in there in the freezer and see if I have any fish. If I don't have any fish, I probably will eat the turkey, like what I had last night, the little bit of turkey that I had left. I probably will eat that with it, or I may or may not just have, I may not have any like meat or whatever. I may just keep it simple with that, and then just include a broccoli, because I do have some broccoli in there that I need to use. It's just a few pieces, so I may just steam that lightly and just have the broccoli with it, and just call it a day with just a vegetable bowl. So I'm going to have that later on. But like, I made a big pot of the lentils so that I could be able to utilize that over the next couple of days for meal prepping and stuff, because the lentils have a lot of fiber in it. Like, it had like 36% fiber in it. So I am slowly becoming obsessed with things that have fiber in it, because I'm thinking more about my digestive health, and I'm trying to get that like re-regulated and back on track. So that's why I'm eating a lot of things with it, a lot of fibers and all of that stuff. But y'all, like, when I tell y'all the purple sweet potato, I wish I could have got more, but they were extremely expensive per pound. They were like $2.38 per pound inside that store. So I will probably try to find them somewhere else, or find them at a different one. I was gonna actually get the purple potatoes. They had some in there with like the mini ones that I showed y'all before, when I used to make like the trio of the purple potatoes and roast them. So I probably will go back, like, you know, when it's time for me to get groceries again, I probably will go back and get those. But yeah, that's my meals for today. I don't know if I should show y'all that, because it seems so boring and repetitive for me to be showing like what I'm fixing and whatever. But y'all did see that I have my Japanese sweet potatoes, and I'll let y'all know what it tastes like. All I did was season it with some salt, pepper, and a little bit of olive oil spray, and then I put some, just like a cap full of canola oil on it, and mixed it around, and I sprinkled it with parsley and put it in the oven. And that's what I seasoned it with, because I didn't want to go overboard. I just wanted the simple, basic, just to bring out the sweetness in it, and just let that be that. But that's what I'm having for my dinner tonight. I will show you my bowl whenever dinner is done, but I just wanted to pop in. Right now, I am designing some, some travel cubes for my brand to go along with the collection that I'm going to be presenting. So I'm designing some travel cubes that are compressible, so they can be able to like compress, so you can fit more into your travel bag. Because when I did travel and I went to go up there to Arizona and stuff like that, I did show you guys like the little plastic bags that I got from Amazon, where you could suck out the air and stuff. Those were good too, but they also were like just annoying. Like, they were a little bit annoying, and they weren't aesthetically pleasing like to put in a bag. So being that I am creating my own travel bag, I do want to have cubes to go with them. So I'm going to create those, and I'm working on those right now in different colors, and I'm going to have like 7 or 8 different colors, but I'm going to release 3 at first, and then I'll release the other ones, you know, as we move on. But that's what I'm doing right now. And then I probably will have like one limited edition one to go along with the collection. And if y'all know me, y'all already know what that limited edition one is gonna be. So anyways, like that's what I'm working on. I'm about to go in there and finish doing that, just getting my creative wheels churning, and I'm about to go and just come up with the way that I want the bag to look, because the bag is basically gonna look the exact same way as I showed y'all, the one with me holding it in the airport area like that. It's gonna look exactly like that, but be in different colors, because I want to keep it minimal. I want to still give it luxury, but not have it just out there like it's luxury, especially for people who like to be a little bit more discreet with the amount of money that they spend on their travel bags, because y'all, people steal, and we're living in a time where, you know, people want what other people have. So I want to keep it luxury, but minimal luxury, where if someone is looking at the bag, they're not like, oh, that's a Chanel bag, oh, that's a Hermes bag, oh, that's a, you know, like I'm not trying to put it out there like that where someone's property can easily be stolen, but they know what they have. So that's the genre that I'm going for with that. So yeah, but I'm going to go in here, finish designing that. I just wanted to pop in and just pop in, say hello, because it's like 6 p.m. It's still January the 3rd. It's still Saturday. And then Monday, I'm going to probably end up having to take my daughter to school. So I probably will be busy like this upcoming week, but it won't be busy like that. But yeah, I'll be working on my collections, and I'll be working on some new things and just brainstorming, and then communicating with my manufacturers, because they come back to work tomorrow, I believe, which is tonight my time. So they'll be back in. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. But I just wanted to say hi, tell you guys what I'm eating for dinner, and then I will show you guys what I have, y'all. And then I did change my nails again from the chromes, from the New Year chromes. These are the nails that I have on right now. These are just my graffitis, like it's plain simple. I just wanted to keep them just clean, plain and simple. And I rounded them out because they were long, but I rounded them out so I could still use my hands. And yeah, I know that was a mouthful within like 7 minutes, but that's what I'm doing, y'all. And I will see y'all at dinner time and show you what I'm eating tonight. Oh, and yeah, I did buy some more cilantro right here while I was out. I bought some more cilantro, and I also picked up some more parsley right here. This is just the flat leaf parsley, so I did pick up some more flat leaf parsley and some cilantro, and I'll show y'all when it's time for me to make like the cilantro water and parsley water. I'll show y'all when I'm doing that.